Good morning students. Today our class is social science and we will solve workbook unit 2 motion of the earth from page number 16. Question number 4. How much time does the earth take to complete one revolution? The answer is the earth takes 365 days and 1/4 hour to complete one revolution. Question number 5. What does orbit of the earth mean? The earth moves continuously on its imaginary path. This path is called orbit of the earth. Question number 6. Why does the distance between the earth and the sun not remain same throughout the year? The answer is the earth moves continuously on a fixed imaginary path called orbit. This orbit of the earth is not round but elliptical, means oval. This is the reason why the distance between the earth and the sun does not remain the same throughout the year. Question number 7. At what rate per minute does the earth revolve around the sun? The earth revolves around the sun at the speed of approximately 1780 km per hour. 8. What angle does the earth make with its axis and with its orbit? The earth makes an angle of 23.5 degree to its axis and 66.5 degree to its orbit. Question number 9. Why do days and nights become longer and shorter? The rays of the sun fall vertically on the Tropic of Cancer on 21st June and on the Tropic of Capricorn on 22nd December. Wherever the rays fall vertically, days are longer, and wherever they are slanting, days are shorter. Question number 10. When do sun rays fall vertical on the Tropic of Cancer? The rays of the sun fall vertically on the Tropic of Cancer on 21st June. 11. When do sun rays fall vertical on the Tropic of Capricorn? The rays of the sun fall vertically on the Tropic of Capricorn on 22nd December. Question number 12. On which days do sun rays fall vertical on the equator? On 21st March and on 21st September, sun rays fall vertical on the equator. Question number 13. Why do the North Pole and the South Pole come in front of the sun alternately? The earth rotates on its axis in the same direction while revolving around the sun on its orbit. Due to this, the North Pole and the South Pole come in front of the sun alternately. Question number 14. Which season prevail over the northern and the southern hemispheres between 21st March to 21st September? Between 21st March to 21st September, it is summer in the northern hemisphere and winter in the southern hemisphere. Question number 6. Answer the following questions briefly. What would happen if the earth do not, I'm repeating this question again. What would happen if the earth did not rotate or revolve? If the earth did not rotate or revolve on its axis, there would be a permanent day over the region facing the sun, and the regions which not facing the sun would have a permanent night. The change of seasons would not be experienced. And question number 2. Why does the northern hemisphere experience summer from 21st March to 21st September? The northern hemisphere experiences summer from 21st March to 21st September because northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun. so the sun rays fall straight over it and gets more sunlight and heat. The days are also longer in this period. Now go to next page. Question number 3. Why is Norway called the land of the midnight sun? Norway is in North Hemisphere. Between 21st March to 21st September, it remains tilted towards the sun. During this period, the sun does not set and continues shining even at 12 midnight. For this reason, Norway is called land of midnight sun. Question number 4. The sun is never overhead in London and there is sunlight till 8 o'clock in the evening, whereas sun is overhead in Singapore. Why? Due to axis inclines at 23.5 degree, the revolutionary motions of the earth, the sun rays fall vertically on the tropics only. So the sun is seen overhead in Singapore due to its equatorial location. But London is located on 52 degree north latitude, so the sun never directly overhead in London. I hope you can understand what I am dictating. Okay, if any problem you can ask me. Now we will go for 3 questions more. Question number 7. Think, understand and give reason for the following statement. Very important questions. On 21st June, the sun is almost overhead in Ahmedabad at noon, but it is not overhead in Delhi. The earth revolves around the sun, making an angle of 66.5 degree with the orbit. Ahmedabad is located almost on the Tropic of Cancer. On 21st June, the sun rays fall vertically on the Tropic of Cancer. So, in Ahmedabad, the sun is overhead at 12 noon, whereas Delhi is in far of the north of Tropic of Cancer. So, the sun never shines overhead in Delhi. Answer the following question. Question number 8. Why do days and nights become longer and shorter? The earth is inclined at 66.5 degree on its orbit. So, the north hemisphere and south hemisphere, which is tilted towards the sun, gets sunlight for longer. There are night and the night is shorter. Similarly, the days is shorter and night is longer over the Tropic of Capricorn. Question number 2. How do days and night happen on the earth? The earth is round, so the sun rays fall only half of it at a time. The other half remains on the other side from the sun. Where sun rays fall, it is day and the other side is night. The earth rotates on its axis, so the different parts come opposite to the sun alternately. So here the second chapter is completed. I hope you can understand, and if any queries then you can ask me. I will give you answer. In next class we will go for unit number 3, the government. Okay, thank you very much.